Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Addams Family Mansion Mayhem. So as we did before, we will jump into this and we'll play some more of it. Now I like to do probably one level at a time so you guys can see it and you can experience it. There's story mode and mini games. As I said before, I've been playing it through as Gomez because Gomez is cool. And I think that they've done a really good job at this game so far. So this is the first level, this is the second level. We did the first level in the previous video. If you haven't seen that, you can go and watch that on the playlist, or there will be a link up in the top right hand corner on the little card thing. You guys can check that out. So these are different like story modes, and it's based from periodically, and you get to experience all the different things. And I feel like they've done a really good job with them. Now, obviously, they might not be up to everyone's standards as a game, but I feel like they've done a really good job of it. So I feel like if you play through these, you might find that you might struggle with a few things, but I feel like they've done a really good job with creating a nice balance and making sure that it's a lot of fun for people of all ages. I personally think that they've done an amazing job. Oh no. So yeah, it's a fun one. You got to not get hit, and every time you get hit, you lose stars and gain the stars or emblems. And every time you hit the wall, you lose 25. Classic minigame style. I like it. You have to decide where do you want to be, where do you want to farm up your little points, stars, what have you, what they're called. I personally like to balance between the moon and the stars. Because then you can get the most amount possible. I do think that the way that they design the little characters is very, very fun. And the way you gotta play each level in a unique way means that you can always bring something interesting to the gameplay. I do feel that they've got, there you go, diamond crest found, 200 points. Yeah, and there's an achievement. Obviously, most Outright games are very easy to get all the achievements on, which is good for those achievement hunters out there. That was a very short level, so what we'll do is we'll move on and do another one. Yeah, we're gonna get another one under our belt because that one was super quick. That's like a fun level, so this is an actual level. But it's a very well made game, and these are aimed at younger audience. They're definitely aimed at children and adults who have children. Play it with them. They've done a very good job with creating a unique system. I feel making sure that it's fun for the whole family is their key, and they do it so very well. They've released so many different games that are aimed at so many different younger demographics, and they do a very good job with that. They did the recent JoJo Siwa game. They did the DC Super Pets game. They do a very good job of it, and I do have those to play for you guys as well. So there will be playlists of those as well for you guys to check out. You guys can check those out and let me know what you think when I do upload them. This is part of the 25 days of OG Christmas, so you guys will get lots of OG content, Outright games, because I am an ambassador with them, which is something I was proud enough to get and talk about and let people know about on stream, because I do stream on the channel as well. There are links to all that down in the description. You'll find all my social medias down there. You'll find all the things that should help you if you want to engage and contact me and join in on any of the other content that we do. Not all of our content is family friendly. We do a variety. At the end of the day, it's all gaming related and it's all unboxing, and we have a lot of fun with what we do. As a disabled gamer and a parent of a disabled gamer, it does allow me to take a unique perspective into the way that I play games and the way I review games. I do like the way that they've designed the game in keeping it simple for as many gamers as possible. I will say that as a disabled gamer, I will say that they do need to improve their accessibility support, and I will always try and champion for that with any and all developers that I work with, because at the end of the day, the more gamers we can get involved, the better. And that is how I always look at things. From an accessibility standpoint, yes, I know that some devs out there aren't able to dedicate that level of resources to creating things like that for people, but with the development of different engines out there like Unreal and Unity engine, they have certain tools built into them for accessibility that can be turned on. So it's not really an excuse for devs to not have any. I always use the game that was recently released by Santa Monica Studios. Obviously you guys may or may not know about it. It is the God of War game. God of War Ragnarok, in my opinion, is the benchmark with which we should hold all games to for accessibility features. Now, I'm not saying that I claim to know how to develop a game or anything like that. I just know that the tools are readily available within certain engines that are used by developers nowadays. Unless they've built their own engines and stuff like that, it may not be possible. But I have seen indie devs cater to accessibility in many different ways, so there isn't an excuse for a development team to not have any accessibility. And this goes across the entire board, in my opinion. Both small and large content creators should always be aware of these features, in my opinion, because if we don't support the entirety of the gaming community, developers are just going to miss out on an opportunity to have more people play their game, because that's what it's about us playing together and having fun. And ultimately that's what we should always strive for and aim for, in my opinion, as a gamer and as a champion of the accessibility features and stuff like that. That's just the way I see it, though. I know that some people don't, and I respect their opinion, even though I disagree, because ultimately we should all be able to play a game and we shouldn't be limited. Wrong one. I wonder where it is. Ooh. Up. Up. Ooh, found it first time that one. And we'll try this one. And pshaw. So we've gone back to the wrong one. Ooh. Ahaha. Hey, there it is. There's the family crest. There we go. Very close to getting all those emblems. I do like the music that they've used in this game. I won't be putting it into the video because I don't want to get a DMCA claim. I won't be including that in the video, but it is definitely one that's fun because they've done a very good job in keeping with the aesthetic of the Addams family music. Oh no. Ah, poop. Don't fall off the edges. 100 doubloons. Oh no, again. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. I love the way he fights with his little sword. He's like, pya, 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 pya. Bow. And I do like the way they explode. I do like the little animation because obviously they're keeping it family friendly. Fun for all ages. E for everyone kind of thing. I do think that's a nice way to approach certain games. I mean, look at games like High on Life. that's a rather racy game, but it's definitely a fun one in my opinion. I've been playing it on stream. When this recording goes up, I would have played it on stream at least once. It's definitely one that might not appeal to everyone, but I think it's a lot of fun. And I know that with Christmas just around the corner, this is going to help some people decide on some after Christmas purchases. And I appreciate the fact that these gameplays and reviews that I will be doing will help people. I do always try and keep my reviews as impartial as possible, so that people know that they are based purely on facts that I have discovered from the game and the perspective that I can see it from in a non-biased analytical perspective. And I always try and finish my reviews with a final thought so that I can explain my justifications and finally give my perspective, because at the end of the day all reviews are subjective and everyone's tastes and preferences are always different. So I always try and keep that as a thing that I always try and be aware of. But they have done a really good job with the character designs in this. I do like the way that the little worlds play out. I know that the use of a diffused background with the stuff that's going on down below being all smoky means that they can focus on the active textures and stuff like that within the game. So that's a nice way of balancing out processing power and stuff like that on all the different platforms, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, because obviously if this has to be on every single platform, you don't want to have to sacrifice certain aesthetics that you've designed for in order for it to be able to be played on a specific platform. Yeah, got him. That's a nice way of designing it. Designing it so the gameplay is the focus and the graphics are secondary, and that's not a bad thing. There are game developers out there that focus too heavily on the graphics, in my opinion, and not enough on the substance of the game. I always try and make sure that, in my opinion, a game should always have the gameplay be the focus. So obviously everyone may have a difference of opinion on that one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you think that the game should have a difference of, they should focus on either the gameplay or the aesthetics of the game when it comes to designing it and developing it. Because I grew up in the era where it was all about the way the gameplay, not the graphics. Because I grew up in the eras of Mega Drive and stuff like that. So I remember when games actually had to be good, not look pretty. Because if your game didn't play well, it wasn't going to sell well. And back in that time, it was a case of there was no updates for patching and stuff like that. The game was released when it was ready because you didn't get a second shot at it without releasing another copy of the game. But that's going back years and years. And that's just something I thought that would be fun to bring up. I remember playing on the original Master System and the Nintendo and stuff like that. What was your first console that you played on? And what was your favorite game on that console? Because we all may be new or experienced players. Obviously there will be parents who will probably buy this game for their younger audience, and that's just something that I like to discuss as we play and as we go through games together. I do like the new Addams Family series on Netflix. I've watched a couple of episodes so far as of recording. And I feel like they've done a really good job of it. I do like the actress's portrayal of Wednesday as well. She's done a very good job. If you haven't watched it and have Netflix, I definitely recommend giving it a watch. I've really enjoyed it. But that's just something that ties into Addams Family. What was your first experience of the Addams Family? Because Addams Family has been going for a very long time. I remember watching the original movies and stuff like that. And it's changed over the years so much. And you look at this now to the way it was portrayed back in the day. So weird to see and to watch things that I grew up with evolve and change. It was very surreal. There we go. Collected the book and through the portal we go. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching that. That was the first, the second two levels. We had the mini game and the second level, and then we get the little story bit in Morticia and Gomez. And if you play as different characters, you get different interactions and stuff like that. But as always, guys, I greatly appreciate it. We'll pick this up in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment. If you don't want to leave a comment, just leave a little emoji. It really does help. Thank you for the love and support. I greatly appreciate it when you Dino smash that like button and the subscribe button. It really does help. And there will be links to everything down in the description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Remember, safe, be well, have fun gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.